Good evening and welcome to A Closer Look. In this episode, we will be featuring the recently launched Esa'ala District Fish Market and Jetty in the Milne Bay Province. Both projects were funded by the National Fisheries Authority. These projects are aimed at generating revenue for the people of Esa'ala. Reporter Amanda Ilaitia with the details.
Papua New Guinea National Fisheries Authority operates with the mission that PNG fisheries sector is developed into a strong, broad-based, diversified and value-adding industry that is globally competitive, domestically inclusive and functioning as a robust and sustainable source of government revenue, food and livelihood for the people. With this goal, NFA has continued to support rural PNG with essential revenue-generating fisheries projects. Most recently, NFA management members, Prime Minister James Marape and other important delegates traveled to remote Esa'ala district in Milne Bay Province to officially open the newly constructed fish market and jetty. The acting managing director of NFA, Leban Gisawa, highlighted their fisheries strategic plan.
You have launched our fisheries strategic plan for 2022 to 2030. In that plan, we aspire to work together with the government in promoting and realizing the visions of the government. The FSP is a blueprint of the government directive or policy.
One of the key areas in the fisheries strategic plan is the development and building of the basic enabling infrastructure to enable and encourage local participation in economic endeavors for island coastal communities. Mr. Gisawa explained the next stage of development for the Esa'ala fish market and jetty.
Who has rightfully put it that now that we have built the jetty, the next phase of development you would desire to see is the construction of the cold storage facility, where all the fish caught from Esa'ala will be stored in those cold storage facilities. They will then be moved to the market in Alotau. The market in Alotau advancing in or progressing into acquiring their license. They're waiting for the facility and storage license requirements. As soon as that is met and they meet, HACCP standards and any other standards, especially if we are exporting to China, we need to meet GACC requirement. Once all those are met, then the license can then be submitted to board for approval.
Prime Minister James Marape spoke about the government's focus in recent years.
It was a tough place, but our resolve and our commitment for our country never wavered. We restructured our debt portfolio. We focused on rural areas where people are, and we worked with our state-owned agencies.
Vice Minister for Office of State Negotiations and Esa'ala Open MP Jimmy Maladina shared the same sentiments. Prime Minister Marape further added that NFA has been progressing in delivering based on the visions of the government. Meanwhile, Vice Minister Maladina added that Esa'ala, being a part of a marine province, faces the challenge of having limited access to sea transport.
So this block formula is easy block formula. Government block Marape and Rosso we talk finish. Rural based. Our all drive now, you must come up rural based. So you mean anything, government will provide him good play education system, good play health services, good play infrastructure, including both. Now people bless all, people man blow work in garden start. Over a young bloom a stink. Sometimes we plan vanilla stink finish. Maybe like or cocoa start, maybe like growing, but maybe not have market is stuck way. So maybe ask him government, Thank you, no Marape Rosso government, give 5 billion kina deposit the boat. Thank you very much, no Marape. Our district is made out of 2 islands, the Normandy Island and the Ferguson Island. We have that little small islands on the side, but these are the 2 main islands. Our most important thing in Esa'ala is transportation. Now, we don't want an airport. Airport can come later in our development. We want transportation, and by that I mean we need jetties. That's why we thank the National Fisheries Trust to partner with our district to make this jetty become a reality. Yet now we need a boat. We need a big boat. When Prime Minister came here with me and we campaigned, Prime Minister's promise that his government is rural-based focused. Make sure that we turn ourselves into become farmers, and agriculturalists. Now we get our crops, we go sell them to markets. Now I told you in my elections, market won't come down to Esa'ala. We have to grow our crops and go find a market outside. That's why we got some funding from the government. Last year we were kind enough for the government of Marape and Rosso government only giving me 5 million kina no buy one nubla boat. Inside of DDA we approved that 5 million kina. In fact, we approved 10 million kina for this new boat. 111 passenger boat who can sleep 111 people on this boat. People are approving finish, people are going to tender, people are ready to implement the project. Because it is a fundamental asset. We don't need airport, we cannot afford or balance ticket number. But under this boat, you can work in more development. Now you can see money going inside one citizen place, Prime Minister. Very, very important. But people are really hiccup. No sample time people are implementing projects in the district. Only talk you know got money in the vote. Now Misa talk, how come you make a 14 million or 12 billion citizens account or management in the district talk no got money in the vote. Now me confused. Now Misa sends him or district manager this is asked us all. Now I might be doing it wrong, but good blood talk now Mila Amana talking provisional administrator, you must understand him thinking from me. Me no got time. Only took 5 years, but now I'm 3 years left or so. No go to the next election. Me no got time. Provincial administrator, you must help me. My people need change.
The launching of the Esa'ala Fish Market and Jetty now enables local participation, where all indigenous Papua New Guineans can get involved in beneficial economic activities, and with the purchase of a new boat for the district, the people of Esa'ala look forward to expanding their economic opportunities.
We go for a break and we'll be back with more. Do stay with us. Welcome back to A Closer Look. In this segment, we feature the ribbon cutting of the Esa'ala Fish Market and Jetty and the groundbreaking ceremony of other projects officiated on Norman Bay Island, Esa'ala District. These projects were officiated by Prime Minister James Marape, Esa'ala Open MP Jimmy Maladina, Governor of Milne Bay Gordon Wesley, and the Minister for Community Development, Youth and Religion Jason Peter.
During the recent launching of 2 National Fisheries Authority projects, Prime Minister James Marape officiated and witnessed the ribbon cutting of the Police Housing Project, launching of solar rural electrification for Normanby Island, and the groundbreaking ceremony of the new Esa'ala Community Development Center. After the opening of the Fish Market and Jetty, Prime Minister and his delegation proceeded to other sites within Esa'ala Station for the ribbon cutting and groundbreaking ceremonies for the other projects. The Esa'ala District Development Authority funded the construction of 4 3-bedroom houses for the police unit in Esa'ala Station. The police housing project took local construction company Coastline Investment Limited 3 months to complete. Prime Minister Marape elaborated on this.
We have over
500 contractors throughout our nation doing work like this. This one is a local contractor, Coastline Investments Limited. Well done. How many Papua New Guineans you employ to work as workers here? 11. So 11 people employed in this small district-based contract. We get rolling out money like this in the last 4 years. It's been employing Papua New Guineans right across our country. Papua New Guinean companies doing work like this. Well done. Congratulations. You deliver work like this, more work will come.
Also witnessed was the groundbreaking ceremony of the Solar Rural Electrification Project. This enabled solar power connectivity to all villages on the island.
Today is a groundbreaking for this program. I look forward to coming back to open this program and switch on the power to our people on this important island. It should deliver up to 600 to 1 megawatt of power.
Prime Minister Marape said that reliable power is important. This initiative was supported by the Esa'ala district with 1 million kina, while Kumul Consolidate Holdings Limited put in an additional 4 million kina to support the project. To conclude the day's program on Nomenby Island, the Esa'ala community witnessed the groundbreaking ceremony of their new Community Development Center. Present to signify this event was the Minister for Community Development, Jason Peter. Minister Peter highlighted the importance of the project.
The initiative of setting up the Community Development Center in all our districts, in 96 districts, was established back in 2019. I think so far we've built 4 community development buildings all across the country, and we're looking forward for new ones, and one of those is here in Esa'ala. Thank you. The purpose of the building is to cater for, as we know, that community development covers all aspects of the community. It comes in youth. It also covers the religion, covers the women, covers the GBV, and also state partnership program, civil registry, national censorship, care for disability and elderly, child protection, welfare, and youth development as well. So we're here to do a groundbreaking ceremony so that all these programs that we have within the department can be coordinated. Training can be done within the development center itself.
Prime Minister Marape assured the people of Esa'ala that the government will continue to fund projects in rural communities.
On the housing program, Governor, we are for our people. Appreciate what you just committed. I had a 3 million kina prepared for you, brought down as budgeted this year. I will give it to you tomorrow in our program at Alatau, in Alatau, when we meet you and your provincial administration and leaders. But Governor, that money can assist, and since we are here in Esa'ala, partner the Esa'ala member, and we can roll out. I also have equivalent 3 million for the district, Samarai Mura district and Alatau district. It's people's money. We're just doing what we have to do to ensure that you have the money. And we announced this sort of thing so that people on the ground know exactly that these monies are coming and the leaders are held to account for money that is being presented to them.
After a long, successful day, the Prime Minister and his delegates traveled back to Alotau the next day on PNG Navy ship, the HMPNGS Ted Diro. In appreciation, the Milimbe provincial government hosted the Prime Minister's dinner to mark the successful commissioning of the Esa'ala Fish Market and Jetty and all the other projects.
We will go for a break now, but when we return, we will take a look at the 5th Tisa Community Business Breakfast that was held in Port Moresby recently. Do stay with us. Welcome back to A Closer Look. Micro and small to medium enterprises in Papua New Guinea were encouraged to thrive in these trying economic times as the country is on the road to economy recovery. Prime Minister James Marape made these comments during the Tisa Community Finance 5th SME Business Breakfast last Tuesday, the 27th of June, at the APEC House in Port Moresby. The Tisa Community Finance 5th SME Business Breakfast was well attended by representatives from business houses, SME and MSME owners, foreign diplomats and officials from the government. Prime Minister James Marape, who delivered the keynote address, said his government's focus is to grow the economy and SMEs play a vital role towards this. He then took the opportunity to give a brief update on the progress of the country's economy.
For the first 27 years of our life, comparatively, our economy grew by less than 15 billion kina. It was 5 billion, under 5 billion in 1975. It became under 20 billion in 2002. And so our economy grew just 15 or 12, 15 billion kina for the first 27 years of our nation's life. If you put 2002 as a page marker in your mind, and if you run to 2022, our economy today is a 113 billion kina economy.
Prime Minister Marape said PNG has the potential to be greatly prosperous. He then suggested income-generating activities for Papua New Guineans to tap into.
I want to encourage each and every one of us, shift from writing and pick up a business interest that you already have some comfort level you're comfortable with. And if you do not know where to start, I point to you agriculture. I point to you sustainable forestry. I point to you fisheries.
Australian High Commissioner to PNG, John Phelps, highlighted that MSMEs and SMEs are the driving force of growth in economy and also provide employment. He said key infrastructure is crucial to a successful SME. High Commissioner Phelps stressed the need for adequate and good infrastructures in PNG, as this then greatly assists SMEs to progress.
Through things like the Pacific Horticultural Agricultural Market Access Program, Farmer Plus, the Market Development and Access Program, we're providing direct support in training to SMEs. So in coffee, how to grow it better, how to deal with coffee berry borer. With trying to help vanilla growers in Madang to grow better quality vanilla so that they can get to export markets and make cash.
Australia has been one of PNG's biggest donor partner, supporting infrastructural projects nationwide, and according to High Commissioner Phelps, will continue to do so. Meantime, SMEs from across the country participated in this business breakfast. A group of 10 enthusiastic SME owners from the Manus province were also participants in this business breakfast.
As you know, Manus is a small island in isolation. It's right up there, but we have the potential. Looking at SMEs who are involved in agriculture and aquaculture and tourism, the potential is huge, And actually coming out here to showcase and to expose our SMEs, it gives that leverage to, it provides that leeway for our SMEs to access markets outside of Manus, and, where we are, we have the potential, as I said, but we just need, to build a capacity, and through the government, I think we can do that. And Manus has huge potential in fisheries, agriculture, and tourism.
This SME Business Breakfast gave an opportunity for SMEs out in the provinces to showcase their products and services. This is Alice Alu, a young, passionate entrepreneur based in the New Island province. She talks more about her tour company called Karana's Comfort Tours.
Back in the province, we engage with local communities most of the times with our tours. We try our best to incorporate weavers, local artisans, carvers. So when we have our tourists on board, we take them to local communities where they buy their products. And as much as possible on village tours, we ask the local artisans or weavers to show them how they do their products.
Like Alice and all other SMEs, good infrastructures and development needs to be in place with support from relevant government agencies for these thriving SMEs to progress and, in turn, provide employment and contribute to PNG's economy. And that's all we have for you on A Closer Look. Join us again, same time next week for another episode. Until then, pleasant viewing and good night.